Now, for those of us that live in Connecticut, we know that not only is there always taxes, but there's always potholes and there's always road construction going on. Especially right now, there's some really annoying construction going on Route 72 in New Britain. And even on a good day, we always have these traffic jams that pop up. And they're really annoying, especially when you actually get to the main part of the traffic jam. And usually you find that there's really nothing going on, or there's nothing going on your side of the highway. It's just rubbernecking. And then it's like, why did I slow down? Well, you're not alone. Stars in the galaxy go through the same exact thing. Remember that the Milky Way is a giant spiral galaxy, like a giant pinwheel. And the spiral arms are traced out by lots of gas and dust, a lot of interstellar medium, and they're also traced out by a lot of young stars. And scientists figured out decades ago that those spiral arms can't be solid, coherent objects. In other words, the spiral itself can't be spinning like this because it would be completely unstable, and those spiral arms would sort of spiral in and break apart over the life of the galaxy. So there has to be another explanation for where the spiral arms come from. And the answer is there are traffic jams. Well, the scientific term is density waves. So next time you're in a traffic jam, think, I'm in a density wave of cars. That might make you feel better for about 5 seconds, but try it. It's better than nothing. So what actually happens is that the spiral arm, the actual location of the spiral arm, stays in one location. And individual stars move in and out of the spiral arms as they orbit around the center of the galaxy. Same thing happens with clouds of gas and dust, with nebulae. They also orbit, and what happens is they sort of fall into the spiral arms. Think of the spiral arms as like a rut in the highway, okay? Like a giant pothole. That's a pleasant thought. And so what happens is that as these clouds of gas and dust fall into this rut, they sort of collect and they get squeezed together, and that's where baby stars come from. And that's why we find baby stars mostly being born in the spiral arms, because that's where the gas and dust can actually collect. What about individual stars that have not just been born? Because, for example, our sun takes about 250 million years to go around the galaxy. So we're always going in and out of spiral arms. We were born in a spiral arm, and over the course of the life of the solar system, we've gone in and out of spiral arms many times. Well, what happens is that just like the cars in the traffic jam, you're moving along at a nice velocity, and then things start to get crowded. And you slow down. And while you're in the traffic jam, you and all the cars around you are traveling at a much slower speed. And then once you pass the accident scene, or again, more often than not, where absolutely nothing is going on, then you speed up again to try to make up your lost time. Similarly, our sun, minding its own business, is orbiting around the center of the galaxy, slows down when it gets into one of these spiral arm ruts, and then once it gets out, speeds up again. So spiral arms are like traffic jams, except that it's not cars that are slowing down, it's stars that are slowing down.